Now I can struggle to keep up with the housework. Maybe you can relate.
Why is this house always so messy?
Like when you just feel like you've got a handle on things, you turn around and your cats have made a mess. Maybe that's because at the moment I'm not using a cleaning routine. So when my friend Ariel from That Awkward Mom suggested that we both try and review the Motivated Mom cleaning routine, it was like God was saying, you need this. Thank you, God. So this video is a collaboration with Ariel, and please watch her video after you watch this one. Now, is this routine going to save me? Spoiler, I actually like this routine a lot for many reasons, but I did struggle just a little bit here and there, and I will get into that. So if you're looking to tighten up your house cleaning or just keep your head above water, you are going to want to watch this. Now, I'm not going to lie, I struggled a little bit when starting Momo, which I might slip into calling the Motivated Mom routine because it's on the app and it's just sort of like how I've referred to it. By the way, if we haven't met before, my name is Robyn and I help overwhelmed people simplify their lives. I'm a mom, I'm a nurse, and I'm a wife, and keeping on top of things can be a challenge. Now let's get into an overview of the routine. Number one, it's a paid routine. It's not like Fly Lady or Clean Mama where a lot of the routine is on the website. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. For just $2 a month or $20 a year, by the way, this is not sponsored. I just want you to know, you're investing in yourself, spending money on something that will improve your life, especially something so affordable, is a good thing. I mean, maybe they should even charge more. Now, let's get into this. Now, this is a yearly routine. Now, a lot of cleaning routines have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like Fly Lady on Monday, she has a weekly home blessing, and Clean Mama has similar things. Now, Motivated Moms is dated and everything, so you can just jump in anytime you want. I started in August. It's also quite robust. There's an app, which is handy, and more on that in a moment. And a lot of online documents, like a lot. But I'll tell you how to use that to your advantage shortly. Let's break it down just a little bit. I'm not going to reveal everything in this video since it's a paid product, not to mention it would be impossible since it's like 365 days. But let's talk. Number one, we've got the daily tasks. So things like making your bed, emptying or loading the dishwasher, things that you would probably do anyway, which is nice because you can just check them off. Sweeping the kitchen or the entryway, cleaning the kitchen sink.
Here I go, cleaning my sink again. And this sink.
Changing dishcloths and towels, clearing and wiping the kitchen counters. These are things that like feel good to do. Changing bathroom hand towels, emptying the trash, laundry. There's a big emphasis on changing out towels here, and I'm here for it. Although, let's be honest, I didn't always change the bathroom hand towels daily. I mean, I'm just being honest here. Now, Mondays. Let's talk about Mondays. No wonder the Bangles wrote a song about Manic Mondays. It's a hard day. And in Momo, Mondays have some common themes. I love that we spent a little bit of time cleaning out the fridge or the freezer. This is how we avoid rotten lemons. Yeah, rotten lemons, they actually smell worse than a lot of other rotten things. Vacuuming the main floor. And some I would never think to do on a regular basis, like walking through your home, notating and scheduling repairs. I mean, yes, let's do that. Tuesday to Thursday can have a variation of a number of things, including cleaning doorknobs. This germaphobe likes that. Cleaning the dishwasher door, which I really liked. That is something I don't think about very often, and every now and then I'm like, oh my gosh. So when it said that and I looked at that dishwasher door, I was like, I am gonna clean this door, and boy did I ever. Cleaning the oven, always nice to have a clean oven. Sometimes vacuuming the bedrooms, sometimes cleaning out half of the lower cabinets, changing out your hand soap or refilling it, which is so good because it's so annoying to go to your soap when it's empty and you're like, did I still not filled this? Now, at times, it felt like there was a lot certain days. And then I remember, oh wait, I'm an adult and I can just decide not to do certain things.
I could eat a box of cookies for dinner if I want to. What, can you do that? No.
I also see something like clean out the outdoor trash can, and I'm like, hello, I am grateful for that reminder. Fridays. Friday. I'm in love with Momo. Actually, I like that it seems to be a little bit of a lighter day, which is good. It seems very well planned out because let's face it, you might be behind on certain things for the rest of the week. Maybe you postponed them, maybe you just didn't do them, and you want to tackle those things. Maybe you're just tired. Or maybe you just want to catch up on some tasting history with Max Miller. You can also change your sheets, which is always very, very nice. I love slipping into clean sheets. Let me know in the comments if you're down with that. Also, picking up the house. Now, I feel like this should be more of a daily task,
Agreed.
but maybe if you have older kids or no kids at all, that's fine. But even with just my husband and I'm sure that would be a problem. Although I do have two kids at home right now. Weekends are nice too. Saturdays are when we focus on trying to save our poor houseplants that have been hanging on for dear life. Now maybe Momo can save my plants for me. I don't know. We also occasionally clean out our car on Saturdays, which is nice too, because I don't know about you, but I have some coupons in there and some receipts that tend to stack up, so I like to get that stuff out of there. Sundays are for meal planning and for shopping. I love the inventorying, if that is a word, of the food. Now, for me, I actually do that stuff on Friday nights, but I appreciate that it's in the plan regardless, and you could shuffle things around. Now, did this help me keep my house clean? Yes, it did. And there were times where it felt like there was a lot of work, and on other days where it didn't. Now, before I get into what I loved and how to use this best, I want to quickly touch on a few things I would maybe like to see change. Number one would just be the onboarding process. It's a little bit confusing. So if you sign up, this will help you. The website looks like this. So I wish that the getting started section was at the top and more prominent, because ADHDers like me are kind of skimmers, and other people, they can get overwhelmed easily too. So maybe they would overlook that like I did. Also, it's got a bit of a steep learning curve in some ways. For example, the app really had me confused. Now, instead of breaking things down like the daily paper schedule, it shows absolutely everything, including like taking vitamins, the Bible verses you're reading, everything. Which, as a person who loves a nice checklist, it was still overwhelming. So I talked to Ariel, who said this.
Robyn, you gotta print out the schedule, okay? It's way easier.
Which it was. It's also impossible to memorize, which is handy to have the schedule for 365 days a year. I mean, and I'm not necessarily complaining. I will get into that in a second, but you couldn't. There is also a conspicuous missing area of mopping the rest of the house. But I assume that the lady who created this just had carpeting. So you could just add that in yourself, no biggie. Now, let's get to the things that I liked. You can clean without thinking. So like I said, you can't memorize it, but what's great is you just look at it and it's just there. And a lot of things will be repeated, except for maybe cleaning behind your stove, because that is only suggested once a year, which is totally fair. I like the app. I like that it's an option and you can ignore the things that you're not going to do. You can also move them around. You can assign them to different days, which is good. Now, being such a long list, the perfectionist in me struggles with ignoring the things you're not going to do. Even though I don't advocate for being a perfectionist, I'm just saying that I am. But because you can shuffle things around, I think that's great. And that's just for the app. I enjoyed the emphasis on clean towels, doorknobs, and light switches. I do think she should add remote controls in there, but I think it's so good to have those things tidied and wiped regularly. And I think that this is a good routine for people who work in or outside of the house. It requires no thinking, like I said, which is so nice. Like you could just start your day just doing whatever is there. Or you can come home from work and just like do it. And not a lot of it takes a ton of time, which is good. And you can also use the app to assign tasks to other family members instead of always calling.
Kids? 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 Kids?
Kids?
Kids?
Now, my advice for anyone using this routine, I say give it a try. Now, I liked having it on my fridge in the morning, which is good because my kids were eating and I would just be like, okay, I'm going to tackle some things on this list, which was so good. My problem with cleaning routines as an ADHDer is forgetting to do them until I am confused as to why my house is getting so messy. So it took a bit to get back into the rhythm of having a routine, but once I took Ariel's advice and put the routine on my fridge, it was great to just knock most of it out in the morning when the kids were getting ready for school. Also, use those lines at the bottom for things that aren't included. And we all have unique things in our houses, like cleaning your toaster oven or whatever. We foster kittens in the summer, and the bathroom needs to be cleaned a lot. So I can just pencil in vacuuming the bathroom, sweeping the bathroom. I don't know. You could also put in mopping the rest of your house since that's missing. Now, I would also occasionally switch certain things around, even like whole days. Like when my shift worker husband was sleeping and I didn't want to be vacuuming first thing in the morning, that would be when I would maybe like clean the windows in the living room. Now, you might be like, I don't know about this cleaning routine. What else have you got? Well, I did this video here all about Clean Mama versus Fly Lady that I think you will find very interesting. Don't forget to check out Ariel's video, and I hope something good happens for you today. Thank you so much for watching.